Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. 2 weeks have passed and still no arrests in a Southern Kentucky man's murder. But detectives in Laurel County say they are confident they will solve the murder of Brian Mccarty. The 62-year-old farmer and businessman was found dead in his home in late September. WIMT's Phil Pendleton has more on the ongoing investigation.
Detectives acting on leads searched a number of different homes yesterday, all of which were owned by Brian Mccarty. They say they gathered a lot of evidence, but more is needed before an arrest can be made.
This was a good guy. Everybody wants somebody in jail, and we want somebody in jail.
Sheriff's detectives say they are receiving dozens of tips that are coming in every day. This all started in late September when 62-year-old Brian Mccarty missed an important business deal that had to do with an apartment unit that he owned. He was then found shot to death in his home off Maple Grove Road.
We were able to get enough information to get search warrants for multiple properties that belonged to the victim. We traveled out there last night and we executed those search warrants. We found numerous pieces of evidence.
No word yet on what they found, but authorities say that it was valuable information. The reward for more leads was also increased this week.
That's correct. We had an anonymous donor that gave us $10,000. We have an additional $4,000 that the local London Laurel County Crime Stoppers gave us. So we have a total of $14,000, and we hope that will encourage someone to give us information as well.
And it is not known if police will make one arrest or a number of arrests in connection to Brian Mccarty's murder. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
Those with the sheriff's office tell us they do believe this case can be solved. It will simply take some more time.
We are increasing the sunny skies out there as we head through the afternoon hours. Many of us have seen those sunny skies. Others, well, we're still dealing with a few showers out there. One of the places seeing the sunshine, I-64 at Moorhead, plenty of sunshine, just a few of those fair weather clouds. Downtown Whitesburg, a different story. They're struggling to hit 70 at the moment. Northwest winds, though, indicating we have some drier air, at least a little bit, on the way. You see where we've had the showers. It's 71 Prestonsburg, 69 Harlan, 68 in Pikeville. Out to the west, though, Monticello's at 77 and Irvin at 79. That's where they've been seeing the sunshine so far. Our West Virginia counties getting in on most of the action right now. Wayne, Logan, and Mingo counties with quite a bit of a heavy rainfall in some spots. Buchanan and Dickinson counties as well. And kind of working into some of our border counties, into Harlan and Letcher counties as well. Everything should and is really moving on to the north and east. So a drier pattern working in for later tonight and heading into the weekend. Keep that WIMT weather app handy, though, because we will have obviously the latest radar imagery and, of course, the latest from us as we start to dry out overnight. We've got beautiful weather on the way for the weekend, and I'll have the details on it coming up in just a bit. Steve?
All right, thank you, Evan. Several businesses were damaged by flooding in downtown Winchester, and now the cleanup is beginning. A state of emergency is in effect in Clark County and the city of Winchester. Flooding caused significant damage to several places last night. Billy Flincham showed us the inside of Bill's Place. It's a store on East Broadway selling antiques, furniture, and appliances.
We came in this morning about 9:30 only to find out that the front end of the building had been ransacked by the storm.
Anyone with property damage can call emergency management. Clark County Judge Executive Chris Pace says they are hoping to apply for federal funding to help with the recovery. A malfunction caused West Virginia Governor Jim Justice to become trapped in the elevator at the governor's mansion. Officials say he was trapped for about 30 minutes after the malfunction. A statement says mansion staff, state police, and other state government personnel used a crowbar and other tools to pry open the elevator doors. Governor Justice says he's just fine. Whitesburg officials are hard at work trying to keep the city's swimming pool afloat. WIMT's Chas Jenkins tells us what the plans are moving forward.
City leaders doing whatever they can to save a cherished landmark.
With the condition that it's in right now, it was looking grim. And so far, talking to some architects and some engineers, we may be looking into redesigning the pool, which may be better.
setting aside $14,000 of the city's budget for just that, and completing the additional splash pad.
That's what we want to save. We don't want to lose this money. So whatever we have to do, whether that be new renovations and a redesign to the pool, that's what we will do.
Seeing a great response from the county, as many community members have fond memories of the pool.
The pool kind of holds a little bit of nostalgia for me, so getting the chance to bring my daughter here and, you know, have fun with my family and go to other birthday parties and stuff like that now as a father is going to be, something that's kind of special.
While there's no plan set in place, the city is anxious to get started.
We are still in talks with some of our engineers as to how we could renovate the pool, the different design that we could do, and what we can still put into the splash pad.
Expecting a huge crowd on opening day.
And it's going to be that way for, for at least a couple months. So I'm sure once the pool opens back up, every day they're probably going to be at max capacity. So
bringing a town favorite back to life. In Whitesburg, Chaz Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
Mayor Kraft says the goal is to hopefully have the pool open by the summer of 2022. It's off to the races for thousands of race fans today. It is opening day for Keeneland's fall meet in Lexington. About 20,000 people crowded the track today, and that's at limited capacity. The fall meet continues into the weekend. Post time for the first race is 1 p.m. And on the topic of Keeneland, it will be a doubleheader this weekend for those living in or heading to Lexington. Keeneland and UK football are both happening tomorrow. Kentucky plays, of course, the LSU Tigers at Kroger Field. The Cats are going into tomorrow night's game undefeated. UK police say they are prepared for possible celebrations on State Street. They say overall they are happy with the way they handled the celebrations last weekend after the big Florida win. But how are Lexington businesses preparing for the crazy weekend ahead?
You get a lot of food in, get a lot of alcohol in, get a lot of wine in.
Kickoff tomorrow is at 7:30. Make sure to share with us any photos if you plan to go to Lexington this weekend on our WYMT Facebook page. And I'm sure a lot of Eastern Kentuckians will be heading up the Mountain Parkway. A new business is up and running in Laurel County. Those who have experienced it say it is quite unique. WYMT's Vivica Grayson has more on the new spot that is already a hit.
Just behind the home of one Laurel County family is an adventure.
Well, we ate, and then there was a cute little game. I think it was called Together. And we just sat and we read that, and we learned a lot about each other. We've been together for 11 years, and we learned a lot that we didn't know about each other in that time.
Whether you're looking for a place to host a birthday party, spend time with the one you love, or take to the great outdoors, Fanny Carroll's Pop-Up Picnic offers just that.
This is a very private experience. It's just you and your guest. We leave, we set everything up, we leave, we bring them on a golf cart, we come back and get them 2 hours later.
An idea inspired by a trip to Virginia Beach is now fully operational.
The pandemic actually has kind of been our friend in this because it provides an opportunity for people to do something without risking the health and safety of their families.
And for Brooke Benj, she says she and her husband's date night experience was pleasant, as the business also provides a babysitting option.
Well, you just don't get that alone time when you have two kids. Like, a lot of parents just don't find that time together anymore, and you have to. So I was like, nature, quiet, let's go.
A family business, making memories.
It's given my family time to bond. I mean, we're really rushed in life always. So the four of us work really hard together to put these together, and so we're working all weekend when otherwise we would be doing our own different thing.
Bringing something unique to the community. In Laurel County, Vivica Grayson, WYMT Mountain News.
Looks really neat. The business opened in early September. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, as monoclonal antibody therapy treatment for COVID-19 continues to grow in popularity, we'll check in on the federal government's distribution efforts.
More sunshine means more warmth in the region for the weekend. I'll have the very latest coming up.